my live rune reading. We'll give a few seconds for those to join who want to join. We have got a few questions in advance, but before I do that, I am going to say my connection chant to connect us and those who are listening and those who have sent questions in with spirit. So those who are with us live, don't know if there's anyone there.
How do we'll give them just a moment here. We don't have anybody quite in the room yet. We went live right away.
Yeah.
But to your point, we did get quite a few of message requests to do requests on people's behalf. So many people are probably out and about enjoying the last moments of summer. It feels like that, at least here in the Pacific Northwest.
We would like it in August, and this is the worst time of year for my business work because people have got the kids on holiday, they're on holiday, there's stuff going on, they're getting back to school. So we understand that that's the real world.
Yes, but we're trying to make this more consistent. So it's great to be with you.
Do at least once a month. So this is myself and Kelly giving back to the community and those who are interested and those who are lost and need some guidance. So I am going to do my rune chant and then I'll start reading the pre-sent messages. Manas, manas, manas. Me, ma, mu, mo, me. Manas, manas, manas. Am, im, em. Manas, manas, manas. Okay, so I'll start with the pre-questions. I've got one from Josephine. I won't say the whole question because I'm not sure whether she wanted it read out in the class or not, but it's how do I deal with the problems in my life, basically. And I'm going to intuitively pick 3 stones for her and cast them and see what comes up. Okay, so I need to go to Canva. There we go.
I really like that we're able to share the screen like this, Jeremy, because it's really helpful.
Well, it's good for me as well. This draws really well. So for Josephine, I mean, Josephine's worked with the runes with me before, so she'll understand this. All the energy is blocked. You can't win, you can't lose. You're not protected. And also, any effort you put in now is going to show no rewards whatsoever. So just be still. I want you to... There's a ceremony called Uta City, which is sitting outside and becoming ice. And I just want you to work with this rune, Isa, and be still for at least 3 weeks. Within 3 weeks, this energy will begin to change. And actually, if we do this next month, come into this next month and I'll answer the same question again. But at the moment, there's no winning, there's no losing. There's not protection or not lack of protection. It's just the protect back into us. It's fallen away. Any effort, any seeds you plant, any nurturing or balance you try and bring will be wasted. So just be still, sister. Okay, cool. I'll get rid of this. And the next question I've got is from Kat. There we go. I've got a question for tonight, and it is, what energy do I need for my new project? So I'm going to put them out. And because this is what energy I want you to work with, I'm actually just going to pick 1 rune intuitively and explain how you work with that on your project. So the rune you've got is Awaz, up the right way. Around your new project, you have to learn to get on with people. Be as friendly, be the best team player, be as open for communication and teamwork as you possibly can. If you're joining a company or going to be around new people or you want to bring people in, it is you who has to reach out with an open hand and an open heart and just be hospitable and welcoming to enlarge your collection of people. Okay, so work with AWAS.
Beautiful. So hi, Kat, and hi, Ian. Thanks for joining us too live. And then I'm going to go ahead and go into the questions that were submitted via Messenger. So we're going to start with Olivia.
Okay.
And her question is, what do I need to know right now? And the numbers are 7, 9, and 11.
7, 9, 11. Pen, there we go. Okay, what do you need to know right now, Liv? This has come up before, Liv, as well. It's Winjo upside down, which in the real world means a lack of success, but it's about identity. You want to recognize who you were in the past, claiming another life identity.
Either I'm frozen or Jeremy went somewhere. If somebody can let me know. Hold on just a second here. Jeremy is frozen. Thanks, Sylvia. All right. Give me just a moment, guys. Oh, let me see if I can get him back. Great. Thanks, Amanda. Okay. Bear with me just a moment, guys. All right. Bear with me. Let me see if I can get Jeremy back here. Gotta love, I don't know how everybody else's Mercury retrograde has been, but it's been a bit of a wonky one for me. Jeremy, try this again. Oh, there you are, Jeremy. You're back.
Yeah, I was trying to wake up, not knowing that I'd lost signal. So I've got to. This was for Olivia's question. Can you see that?
Yes. So now it's back. We're back to screen share.
So Olivia's question was, what do I need to know right now? This was Winjo upside down, which for me means an identity from the past. This brings about the transition of who you're supposed to be and a dawning of a new time. And you doing this work, claiming your identity from the past and bringing that energy into this world is blessed by the gods. The gods are watching over it. So I hope that helps.
That's beautiful.
Said a lot more. I wasn't online just chatting away.
Yeah, your feed's a little shaky, Jeremy. Okay. So I don't know if you have any extra apps that you might be able to turn off in the background. And then while you're doing that, just briefly for anybody who's new that's joining us, and if you would like to ask Jeremy at the Runes a question, post a question in the comment thread and 3 numbers between the 1 and 24, and he'll go ahead and interpret that for you. And we have a few more questions that were submitted to us prior, and we'll begin again. You ready for the next one?
I'm ready for the next one. Cool.
Okay. This is from Susan, and it is in regards to her health. What does she need to do to transcend this pattern?
Yeah.
6, 24, and 2.
So I'll switch to the other screen. So to transcend this pattern of ill health, she's standing at the crossroads. She's got to commit to one thing. She can't be doing everything at the same time. She's standing here and she needs to pick one of these directions. And whichever way she picks, she must be committed to. Something has to die. The old self has to die. There has to be a new beginning. And whoever she was in the past is dragging her down. So to let go of that, and most of this she knows. Listen to her own intuition. The gods are speaking to her, telling her this old way has to die and she has to pick a new way. And only by picking and committing to that new way will her health return.
Awesome. Wonderful. All right. Thank you. Is there anything I need to be concerned about regarding Sarah? Is she protected?
Who's this from?
Beta.
Beta. Anything I need to know about Sarah, and is she protected?
Yes.
Okay.
And the numbers are 3, 4, and 7.
So firstly, she is protected, but she is also under attack. But she has the strongest energy, the sunshine, the Christ light watching over her. And you shouldn't do anything. This is not for you to do, to be still. Don't react either one way or the other. She is under attack, but Sawello outweighs all this negativity. You know, so this is the rune I wanted to work with. If you can give her that rune, that's cool. And just to stand in the light. But there is some oppressive force that won't get through this. Okay.
Okay. Perfect. I'll make sure she gets that message. All right. The next question is from Anne.
Yep.
And she says she has a procedure on Tuesday, a medical procedure on Tuesday. Any concerns?
Okay. For the clarity, we're just going to pick one rune in this. And did she give me any numbers or not?
She did. So just go with the first number she gave me, which is number 13.
Okay. It's pretty good. Once again, this is the Christ light. Call the Christ light, and the sun is shining on you. If you ask for any protection, it must be that Christ light energy watch over you. But this is a good one, especially if you have an operation. It's a great energy to have around you.
Okay, great, perfect. I'll pass that along as well. All right, so just if I could just touch base with everybody that might be in the chat. I know we have quite a couple of questions. Actually, I only see one specifically. Last time we were doing our live, I wasn't able to see all the messages. I don't know why that is. So if for some reason you have posted something in the thread and I don't call out your name, please, you can send me a message on Facebook. You can send Jeremy a message on Facebook.
Well, I'm seeing them, Kels. There's one from Ian.
I see the one for, I know, I was just trying to catch up for people. There's only one that I see in the room so far, and that's Ian.
Okay.
So Ian, his question is, any guidance for he, numbers 3, 6, and 9?
3, 6, and 9. And this Othello is standing on its edge like that. So it's there's some sort of barrier and block between you and the family and the ancestors. This is a female mother or grandmother energy that needs healing, but the family must come together. So if there's been any animosity on the family together, because it's what helps the mother energy heal. And you are not a healer, you are just to help with this. Somebody else will heal her. Now, I don't know if that makes any sense to you, brother, but that is what the runes are showing me. It is a time of your family coming together, and any barriers in the past need to be broken down. All right, bless you. Is there any other questions, Kels?
I have a message here from.
Is that my signal going or yours, Kel?
Yep. Yep. From Rob.
Okay, I'm going to try a different Wi-Fi.
His question is, hang on, guys. I don't know if anybody's still here with us. Not sure what's going on. Yeah. All right, Jeremy.
Kels,
You're back now. Goodness, hold on.
I changed I changed two different Wi-Fi's. There's something wrong. The other one wouldn't even connect at all. This one's a bit iffy. So we'll bear with us. We're giving us a problem.
Let me go back to screen share here and see if I can do that.
Maybe if I turn off the Canva and show you the runes and you can write them on the screen, Kels.
Angela, I see you now, and I see your message in my chat box too. So hold on just a second. Thanks, guys. Just a sec. Bear with me. Okay. All right, Jeremy, we're back. Let's see if this works. And if for some reason this doesn't work, then we'll go back to, like Jeremy said, him just showing the runes. But you were speaking about Rob. This was Rob's general outlook, and that's when we lost you.
Okay, right. So I'll find Rob's question. A general guidance for the runes. And what were the numbers, Kels?
11, 13, and 20.
11, 13, and 20. A general outlook for Rob. Well, this is it seems to be Sawello. It's all good. Get out in that sun and enjoy yourself. It's time to work with that fairy energy. Be the Sun King. If you want to do something, Rob, now's the time to do it. Stop hesitating and don't lose focus. Make your efforts before the season changes. We're at the last days of summer. This is the time to act. You'll start losing focus as the year begins to wane. All right, bless you, brother. Use Ingaz. That's the one you need to work with.
Awesome. Thanks for your patience with us, Rob. All right, next we have Angela. And then after that follows is Caitlin. So Angela's question is, what does Odin most want me to focus on now? Angela, you forgot to give me questions or numbers. So do you want Jeremy to just pick? Let's see if do you have numbers or not? Let's see if she chimes in here. 7, 12, and 22.
7,
Thank
12,
you, Angela.
Kels, did you see the question from Sylvia?
I do. I have right here. She's next. Thank you.
So Andrew is one of my former Shemek students, Jane right now. What does Odin want you to focus on? We can see this as several different ways. In the basic meaning, it means your commitment, your gifts, your path. Focus totally on them and go into deep study. But also, this means gods. This is Asgard. This is Svartalfs. And this is Helheim. This is the gods or deities, Odin himself. These are the orcs, the underworld, the underbelly, and this is the ancestors or the dead. This is where your path lies. What you should be focusing on is the balance between these three worlds, working with the gods, but also working with the dark elves and the ancestors of whatever you're doing. So these are the darker worlds. You're going to take this godlike Asgardian energy and you're going to find the dark elves and the dead who want to rise up and give you medicine. Okay, Angela? Hope that makes sense. But that's the shamanic version of it, rather than just working with the runes because you're a shaman. The gods want you, Odin wants you to work with those three worlds. Okay, Kels?
All right. Now, Sylvia, thanks for your patience, Sylvia. Her question is, it'll show me, what does she need to know right now?
Okay.
11, 7, and 2.
11, 7, and 2. So this is Yara. This is putting the effort in, reaping the rewards for your hard work. But when you think you've got exactly what you want, this is Isa, blocked. Then afterwards, Algae is upside down. It's a bit delayed there. There we go. Like that. So the work you put in shows rewards, but it leads to a period of being frozen and not being able to do what you want to do. And also understanding that you're frozen because you're not particularly protected. Once again, this is a period of 3 weeks. Just be still. Embrace this energy. This one here, Isa, frozen. And as you possibly, then in 3 weeks, or we'll say to a month, then things will start to move. Okay. Or maybe if we're doing this next month, we can ask a future. But once again, be still.
A little bit of a common theme today. Okay.
Yeah, it's fire or Suella or Isa.
It is. That's interesting. All right. Next is
Caitlin. We got to do now.
General guidance for the next 3 months, 15, 18, and 24.
Okay. 15, 18, and 24. Wow, these runes are all coming up the same way. Yara, upright, but at exactly the same angle as Winjo, upright. So work with the land, find your relationship with the land, be in balance with the land, claim your identity and your land guardianship of some land. But in the doing of this, you will have to put others first or the land first. Now, this has come up for me a lot. I do a thing called geomancy. When Avalon wants me to do the work to heal or reconnect the energies, I do that. But there is always a weir guild, the blood price. So this is you working with your identity of the land, but the price is you won't be able to put yourself first. You will be put in the land first. And also that is the responsibility of a land guardian to put the needs and the well-being of the land before your own. So I hope that makes sense. But this is a noble path. This is a glorious path to walk.
That's beautiful too. All right. Next question is from Lindsay.
Yep.
Why are her drums becoming important in her path? I'm pushed towards them, working with them more and more. And the numbers are 3, 5, and 9.
Okay.
Awesome, Lindsay.
Why are the drums becoming more important? This is going to, so that's a specific question. Why are the drums becoming more important? Because they're war drums and war is coming. We need to let go of love and the softer emotions. It's to do with your Gidya, the flipping from the raven to the wolf. The drums evoke an energy, a tribal energy in us. And it will be those warriors that you were calling, the warriors from the past, the future, and from within us. It is not the time for spreading, I suppose, love and creativity. It's the time of evoking the warrior within. And that's something to do with your path.
Mm. You know, on that note, since we don't have another question currently, would you pull runes around that, or the energy, the warring energy, or what have you, or what's happening in the world, however you deem it necessary to phrase it?
Yeah, I mean, I did one of my wisdom walk posts because there is so much going on in the world. It's virtually, if you're an empath, impossible to function at the moment. So you've just got to separate and be in your space and enjoy each moment and prepare for the wolf when the wolf comes knocking. But don't try and feel the pain of somebody else who's already got the wolf at the door, because you need to reserve your energy. So I'll ask, what is this warlike energy that's coming over the planet? And I'll just randomly pick 3 runes. So this one, I'm going to change to red. I'm going to change that to different colors. Oh, yeah, that's one of a nice color, red. There we go. So, oh my God, everything's gone wrong on this pad. There we go. So like I said with Olivia, why is there this warlike energy? Well, this can be failure for us as a civilization. But once again, it can also be us waking who we were in the past. Whoever we were, that is our protection against. Now, this is Manaz is the teacher or the healer, but he's coming against our protection and our thorns. So this is a false prophet that we must protect ourselves from. I want to write prophet there, but there we go. How do you write prophet? Okay, this is prophet in a shamanic dyslexic way. But that's about waking those ancestors from us and who we were in the past, and bringing up our shields and our protection. And against, this can be any form of teacher, healer, medicine coming towards us. Even if it's said it's good for us, we must be aware and have our own defenses up against this. Thoraz, when we're talking about the physical body, this is our immune system. Our skin protects us from whatever that is coming towards us. And normally Manaz is a teacher or a healer, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's a good teacher or a healer.
Yeah, I think it's so much about trusting what you know to be true. You're not necessarily leaning into whatever supposed truth is being presented to us as fact.
Well, there's so many truths. there's no such thing as the truth. There's just your truth, what you believe in, what you want to stand for. Because if you tried to listen to all the truths, you'd go mad. You know, so you just got to find your ground that you're happy with. And the most important thing is you don't force it on anybody else. You just accept it as your truth. That's it. You're cool. Somebody asks you, you can discuss with them and share your point of view, but you don't force your point of view on anyone. That leads us to where we get in the world at the moment.
Well, and I think there's that moral responsibility we have too, that if for some reason we step out of line for a moment, we need to be able to recognize that we did. And if we project something towards somebody, we have to own the fact that we did that and rectify that just energetically. Because we all have our own truths for sure.
Is there any more questions, Kels?
There aren't any more questions as of right now. So just to let everybody know that there is a runic study session beginning here on September 21st with Jeremy. You can find the information at thenortherngateway.org/runic study. Highly, highly recommend. I mean, Jeremy and I have known each other for eons now, but I studied with him initially here in the Pacific Northwest when our paths first crossed about 10 or 12 years ago now. But as you can tell, many of the people that show up in these readings are past runic students or shamanic students. But it's a great way to open the doorways to a whole nother form of divination that is really, really quite profound. So just so you know, that's available to you if there is any interest.
And the beauty of the runes is I trust them in everything I do. And I don't think about it too much. I just let it flow. I see what the runes are showing me and I speak it. That's what we're doing. The gods are showing us the answers and we just have to let it flow. And if you try to overthink the answer, you'll then let your ego in and manipulate the question to your outcome. And that's not what the runes are. The runes are a truth that can't be manipulated. So if you see it, that's what it says. Now, there are different points of view when you look at it, i.e. whether you're looking at it from just a purely divination method, whether you're looking at it from a healing and plant method, whether you're looking at it for a shamanic journeying, or when I take people on journeys, telling me what these people need to experience. But you sort of set your frame of mind and that automatically tells me. Like with Angela's question, she's a shaman, she's walking a path, what does it want to show her? I know that all those three are non-reversible runes or shadow runes, and they represent three different worlds or dimensions that exist at the same time as us. So shamanically, it was guiding her like a compass to work in those worlds.
Yeah, absolutely. That's beautiful. And just as a side note, and I'm just going to push it here, or not push it, that's not the right word to use, place it here. We do take donations. If you found anything of benefit to you, and if you feel compelled to make a donation, you can go to thenortherngateway.org/donate. Just wanted to make the mention. But it is a service of Jeremy and I to come back into this platform. We haven't done it in a long time. We're hoping to continue to do it at least on a monthly basis for many reasons. Really to provide support in a really kind of a wobbly world. And it'll be wobbly for some time.
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing a lot of stuff on TikTok. Whether it gets seen or not, I'm not sure, because AI has completely taken over TikTok, and now we have AI influencers, which is just completely disconnecting us from people. And I want to keep this going. So this is me paying back and Kelly paying back in service to the wider tribe. So we're happy to commit to do this once a month, just to help those people who we regard as part of a tribe or who are looking for a tribe to join.
Absolutely. And we do have another question that has popped in. It's from Angel. And Angel is requesting guidance on a new program that he's launched and anything that he should know about it. And Angel, if you have 3 numbers you want to submit for us on that as well, unless you want Jeremy to just intuit it for you. Give him just a moment here. 3, 7, and 11. Thank you.
It's crazy. I put the runes back, completely different, mix them around, set them up again, and there we go.
Mm.
It's a wellow. Now, once again, this is about a program that Angel was about to start. So I could say sunshine and happiness, but have your protection up and don't lose your focus. But this is the shield. This is the axe. And this is the bow. Remember to teach them about the warrior path, because these will be needed.
Mm.
I don't know what the program is, but this is, and these are all very masculine runes as well. They are all warriors runes. The only one that's missing from there is the Tirwaz, and that means warrior itself. But this is a shield, the shield of Balder. This is Thor's hammer or axe, and this is the bow of the god Ulla. So think about those aspects and working with those deities within your path. Plants wise, we're talking mistletoe, blackthorn, and yew.
And Angel was one of your past students as well over the years. It's been many years now. You know, I've been reading the runes for myself for a long time, but sometimes I will too. I still go to Jeremy sometimes when I am so close to a subject. I will go to Jeremy and say, please intuit this for me, because I can't be neutral in it. So even though the runes tell me as it is, sometimes it's just nice to have additional insights.
Yeah, and when you learn the runes as well, we all have a different gift or a different aspect within them. Some of my students go on to teach the plant medicine around them. Some of them are good at making healing sigils and helms. Others are good at singing them and using them for healing, singing the sound of the runes. I have a gift for seeing the story in the runes. My gift is storytelling. So whether I tell a story or I see the story that the gods want me to share, I see it instantly, and it's really nothing to do with me. It will come from the gods, and it will be taken from the gods whenever they decide. The only way I keep that connection is being authentic. But the runes will pick the path that you're supposed to walk, and they'll work. So with Kelly, the runes she sees as a cosmic language, so they talk to her in the higher dimensions. Whereas I'm very earth-based in Midgard, in Helheim, and in Svartalfheim, and in Vanaheim. Those are the worlds. I live and work in Glastonbury, so those are the worlds that I like. The top of the tour is Dagaz, it's the light realms. But even though the Archangel Michael comes up for me many times, I don't feel quite worthy of being there yet. Maybe one day I will.
Yeah, and I think that's so key. We have our own ways of walking in the world, and we read very, very differently. So from the human perspective, Jeremy's my go-to. From a cosmic perspective, I can see it through my own lens. But yeah, no, it's awesome. Awesome. It doesn't appear as though we have any other questions. Is there anything else you wanted to tap on this session, Jeremy?
Yeah, I'd say everybody, the last 2 weeks now, up until Mabon, just be still and focus and watch. There's a saying in the Havamal that says, when amongst wise men or strangers, watch with your eyes, listen with your ears, so you too may become wise. The events in the world are evolving so fast around us, and us who follow a shamanic path or a spiritual path, at this moment should just be still and observe. So we are the ones that in the future, when those who are lost will come to. So this is the time of our observation and say, okay, this is what's going on. Not react, just sit and be still. And that's come up a few times in the readings tonight. So thanks for joining us, guys. And I hope we can do it again next month. It was a pleasure. And don't forget to send your questions in advance if you can't make it. So I just want you to close your eyes. Sorry, Kels.
We'll give them more notice for the next months.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to say a prayer to close this circle. Inavol, 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 Father. Inavol, 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 Father. Inavol, 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 Father. I thank the members of this tribe who gathered around the fire so we could share readings and guidance from the ancestors, the elders, and Odin and Freya. At this time between Lammas or Lugnasa and Mabon, the height of the summer, We take your heed, we take your advice, and we will be still and just sit in the sun and watch and wait and study until we gather again. May we work in your service. May we give in your blessing. May we ask for your protection. Gibarazo.
Beautiful.
Appreciate you
Bye,
guys.
everybody. We'll see you next time.